All right, the bottom row has a lot of different options other than just formatting. So this first one right here is a table. You can insert a table. If you hover your mouse over this right here, as you drag out, let's say I want a 5x3 size table, I just click on it and it inserts that where my cursor was. Now I can start adding content to this table. Okay, so now that I have some content, I can, and it's not very good content, but I can go up here and I can modify the properties of this table by clicking on this again, and then instead of insert table, I go to table properties, and I can change the width. Now this is in pixels, so I'm just gonna say 500 pixels and 200 pixels. You kind of have to get used to how big a pixel is. You can also add cell spacing. This is outside of the cell, so each box in my table is a cell. And this will add a buffer of 10 pixels outside each box. I'll show you what that looks like. Cell padding is on the inside of the cell, so that means how far is the text or the content in the cell from the border of the cell. So I'll make that one larger so you can see it. I don't know if that'll give me enough space. I want a border on each box of 1 pixel, and that's pretty good. All right, so now I've got my table how I'd like. I've got 10 pixels around each cell. I've also got a 1 pixel border around each cell. You can see that they have a line around them. The padding didn't work how I'd like. I'm going to go back into properties and skip over this part. I'm also going to center all the text in it. All right, so now that I've formatted my table how I like, I can also I can select individual cells, and let's say I want this all to be merged together. I can click on that, go down to cells, merge cells. I can also insert new rows and cut rows and paste in rows or columns, but I'm just going to merge these cells. So there you go. Now I have one big cell and a bunch of little ones below it. That is not an appealing table, but you get the idea. Oh, and while working in cells, this is something that I just realized I should probably tell you. So when I hit return or enter, it actually double spaces things in cells. If you only want a single space, just hold down shift while you hit return and it'll give you a single space. And that should pretty much cover what you need to know right now about working with tables.